Hello and welcome. It is that of Canada Day, July the 1st, 2018. And first thing I want to go over is the temperature. This is what my reading states in Southern Ontario, north of Lake Ontario. 37.1 degrees Celsius, or that of about 98 point, basically almost 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And then the humidex is well in the mid 40s as well. It's one of those hot days. I'm not going to make any major bets or things of that nature. I'm just going to keep things really simple, but I'll be happy when the temperatures reduce a little bit. As far as comments are concerned, this is some of the videos. This is my last one. Link, yeah, you know what? I'll take a look at this video because I'm going to say I really only have 2 charts planned, but I'll put this one into play. So someone doesn't like my last video, got a thumbs down. Oh well. They don't comment saying why. So why didn't you like it? One person didn't like this one either, but 23 did. So that's cool. 22 comments. I had 12 here. Oh, 24 here, but these 21 here, they're like all spam. Well, most of them are. When I click on this one, little too long. These videos aren't just long enough. So this one won't be too long, I don't think. I got no plan. Link had a decent spike. I'll take a look at it, but I've never heard much about it. And then the weather, it's just so hot. But held for review, 16 of them. They're pretty much all the same thing. And I actually clicked on one of the links just to see what would come up. And it's like, oh, if you got so much Ethereum or something, I think it might have been this one, I don't remember. But, oh, we'll match you with a specific coin. And I watched a JSNIP4 video stating on the airdrops that, oh, just give us your private key and we'll give you free coins or something like that. And it's just probably a scam. But since I put it so that I didn't count words like the first words of the ZILL, airdrop, and Odyssey, but I don't even think I needed to do that. All I had to do is just hide links. And I can make it so that I can approve people for putting links on here. There's a section. But anyway, the charts that I plan on showing, I'm going to show you mainly how I trade the market on Binance. These are my last few trades. On June 28th, I bought Theta against Binance at a little over 0.01. I bought some Stellar Lumen at 18.4 cents on June the 28th. Sold some ETC. This is one order taken. 2 people had to fill the order, but 16 and a quarter. And then I sold some Theta. So you can see I bought it at 103 and I sold for basically about a 20% gain. So that was fine enough for me. Buying at 10 and selling at 19. That's normally what I do oftentimes. If I don't take market price, I'll put a buy order just above a key number. So 0.01, I just put a number in, and just below, so 0.12. Not always, but Steam had some sell orders come in for me, so that was nice to see. It happened at 12.44 and 3.05. But notice Cloak here. I haven't looked at these 2 charts yet. I sold at 6,500, which probably would have been about a 20% gain from my last probably buy. And then again at 89.96, which is a differential of 2,500 points. So my next, I have 3 sell orders. One for a small gain, one for an okay gain from that, and one for an insane gain. So my insane gain would have been like 10, 12 times higher than that. And that means that I'm hoping I'm going to see one of these sort of things. That's what I'm hoping to see. And I can buy it back. I'm going to take a look for the first time, but I have to manage it now. I'm going to have to place a new buy order in, at least 1, and 3, or at least, yeah, 3 new sell orders are going to have to be placed as well. I'm going to delete the other one. DNT, I sold at 574. I will take a look at that chart. This is against Bitcoin in both cases. And I'm going to have to put a new sell order in. So that would probably be about 640, 650. And then I'd put another one most likely in at around 900 and then another one in at around 8,000. So let's go ahead and take a look next or first at Cloak against BTC on the Binance exchange. And there we go. We got her. Yep. Got one of those little clicky things. What did the top go to? 12.74. Oh, I could have got better. Oh, well, that's fine. That's fine. So 65 and 90, I sell it. It's back to 90. What? I got to see. What's the 15? Wow, what a move. What a move. That's the thing with these markets. When they go up, they just go up like fast. So 8,600. That was close for a while then. Sell at 65. It's against Ethereum, that's why. I was wondering about that. I really, really was. Some of you probably already noticed it and were laughing. That's cool. Okay, so a top 90. A top 90. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. And 6,500, which is where we are now. So this is what I would probably do. I'll probably buy back the 9,000 one. Probably either now, but I could get a better price on this too. So if I'm buying it back now, I would buy it now. And I put a sell order in probably for about near this high again, or I'd go lower high around 8,000, which is a good gain. 8,000 would be 1,500 basis points. That's greater than 20%. And there, yeah, I mean, I can get a better price, I think, because I see the curve formation too, as well. So something I probably should day trade right now. So 1 minute time frame, I'm still fine for that of waiting. It's just that if I see market situation getting above here, then I might just go for a quick buy to get that back. But I probably want to put a buy order in right now for... I'm going to pause this tape. You know, no, I could actually wait. Because, like I say, I can always wait for the message of the market to give me a better indication on such. Okay. So if it goes down here, what I would do is I would buy it here, or even down here. Let's take a look at this on a... I could even try to wait to get it at like 61 to 6,000, around 6,100, I'm thinking too, as probably the place where I might want to consider putting a buy order in. But if I were to do such, I buy at 6,000. I would then put a sell order in those levels that I mentioned. I would have one for about like a 25-30% gain, and then from that point on, one for about probably about a 40 to 50% gain, and then from that point on for about a 10x gain. And my buy order breaking down below this low, I'd have to take a look at this on a, say, against the Binance exchange, or rather Bittrex. I mean, the next key level breaking this is 15, but I'd probably do... Oh, this is too low. Probably 45? 45 maybe is where I put the next buy order. Now this is that bear market rally when you look at it from this perspective as well. Let's look next at DNT against BTC now on the Binance exchange. Same thing, 536. What's it? No, let's just look at the daily first. Yeah, 539. Where did I go on for the sale? 574. That's half decent. I'm not going to buy that back now when there's only a differential of 35 points. So most likely, again, I'm going to be looking to buy this for around 500 or cheaper. And I will be now looking at this on the message of the market. So, I mean, I missed out on... Oh man, this is going to suck because I probably have my sell order like right here. Somewhere, I would guess. And I'm going to look now. I've got no choice but to look at this time. 671 is where I would think I would be putting a second one. Let me just do the mathematics on it now. 671, if not in the 700s as well. Let me just take a look now. And I was a mile higher, 899 really. So 899 would represent before this previous high in here, this little point. So it didn't make that. So even when you have these moves, you can't know exactly. Oh, you got to sell it around 640. You can't. But if I'm going to get 574 here, I'm kind of already in the lead for the win. I mean, I only got the sale up to here, which worked out to this previous level of resistance. Now would I want to believe this rally? So here's the deal. If I believe this rally, it's already back to where it came from. I could just buy it now and just replace the order, put a sell order in around 640. I don't mind buying this now. It's got decent volume, but I mean, of course, that's always going to have decent volume. How would it not? It's doing so within a bear market rally. It's going to be very, very tough to trust this. So I don't mind holding and waiting, which is what I'm probably going to do among such. But what I won't do is if this thing starts breaking out, is buy. Like I did with, I will be doing with the cloak because of the second sell order I got in with such. Now, what would I be looking at for a sale of, say, 649, 650 if it goes back to previous top? Well, that's a gain of 25 plus 50 is 75. So I'm looking at about 15%. And I'm fine with gains of that size. So I probably will put one sell order here at about 645. I would probably... Let me just take a look at this on a better time frame. 400 sounds good. A second sell order I want significantly higher. I might settle to bring that up to about 1,000. Maybe I could still sell about 900. It's a decent enough gain from there. 900 to 650 is 150. That's 25%. So no, I'd rather go to about 1,000 for the bigger move. And then I put another sell order in for about 8,000 or 12,000 or 15,000. Right now, my larger sell order is in at about 7,000. Place it's never been before. But it whenever it was at this level, when it was back here. And those insane moves, I never expect to... I'd be happy if I could even get one of them in a move like this. Because every single time a normal sell order like we see happens, it's about readjusting the new 4 orders. 4 orders, 1 buy order below, and 3 sell orders higher. So mathematically, I'm just going to show you... I mean, I could have shown you my share sizes, and then that would have worked out. But if I own, say, 100 units of something, and I'm selling for a 20% gain, basically what I'll think in my head is 100 will turn into 120 value. And thus, I can get 20 and a 120 is 1/6. So I must sell lower than 1/6 of what I have. So if I have 800 of them, then I realize decently but barely over 100 is how many I would sell. So let's just say I have 690 back. So if it goes from 120, maybe my next sell order is in at, say, 170 or even 180 just for simple math. So now the market has got it going up 50%. So therefore, 1/3 of it would keep my value. So I look at that, I want to go less, so I'd probably go about 200. And then I'd put an insane order for my remaining 490. And then as far as what I'm buying back, I'm going to be looking to get it back at the best possible prices that I can. Now, unfortunately, and in some cases I do have more than one buy order, it's very difficult to just keep placing buy orders in because you only have so much base currency, whether it be Bitcoin, US dollar, Tether, or Binance coin, which is the 3 base currencies I trade on Binance. So in this case here, if I'm looking at this as it plays out, I could make an aggressive play and have a buy order in at or below this low and go for a major gain. I usually don't like to gamble that way, as I feel the mathematics is safe into getting the safe moves. Thus, if I say buy around here, then I realize I got a good sell opportunity in here. And if there's a leg lower, I'm going to have a buy opportunity again, as it is anyway. And the reason again why, or not again, but the reason why I don't is if I'm, say, trying to wait to buy and then it goes, but I don't get the buy, and then something like this happens, it gives me the opportunity not to sell because I didn't get the buy in order to sell at that level. Now, as far as the link is concerned, it might... Okay, let's see. Chain link. It's on Binance. I don't know if I definitely, if I've seen it, I don't remember seeing it. So on the 400-minute time frame, obvious downtrend that's been going on for, well, near the top. Now, when you look at this, I know that this left-hand side of the screen, that it came from the market going higher because I see the 18 average doing this. So I know that it was at an uptrend at the start of this chart because of the way the 18 was moving. But anyway, we see it declining in here. This is a correctionary phase and then non-stop decline. Had this failed breakout and a but a standard down move from standard leg lower. And now it's had the best rally that it has had, a decent leg higher from this 18. So it's now looking to move within a correctionary mode. But when you look at markets going high, I'm not the type of person that likes to buy when it's going up. I just do the opposite. I sell. However, when you get the short-term movement like this, the last 2 or 3 periods, I look at it as a chartist that it's no longer as overextended. It was decently overextended before, not quite so much now. It hasn't yet, it's still a decent ways from where this 18 is. And just because a market's overextended doesn't mean it can't go up. It just means it's really overextended and it's in a more parabolic phase. And when I see this, I know it's already established this level of resistance, but it's coinciding within here. So that's pretty cool to see as well. So that gives me situations where if there is corrections, okay, I can do 2 things. If the market does something like this, 1, I can look for the bullish signal to see that it's able to get above this resistance and make a leg higher, and then calculate Fibonacci upside, or just use the eyeball. And I'm looking at this new stuff. This is where it came from before. So just doing quick analysis, that is the area. And then, of course, we're going to have this point in here as well. Let me just, probably not much more data, but let's take a look at this, say, on a daily time frame. Okay, interesting. Let's just quickly run some numbers through. Low 14,000 here. And it looks like 1,000 is the low. And we'll just do 9805. Key numbers 41 and 24. Well, kind of hit here. And it kind of was a nuisance here. Oh, I hate when this happens. I mean, not like I had an order here, but... See, in playing these buy orders here, when this market's going down... well, first you had the 76.4 number, which was in at 57.21. See, if you played the first number on the 57.21 hit, all you were able to get was a very quick move for a little over 20% profit. But if you play the game within the buy order spot, as I showed you with the orders, if I had an order here, what I would do is you could put a new buy order in. If you're playing the Fibonacci game, this is where your new buy order would be placed. And then you put your sell order wherever, probably not where it went. You'd probably put a sell order, say, right around here, which wouldn't hit. Then you'd have this buy order hit again, so you'd have two buy order hits. So now I would move this sell order down to about here, and then another one which would have hit would be below the previous high. So what I'm going to need to do is first click the cross button, go like this, just because of this annoying nuisance here, which is good information to have, by the way. But I oftentimes like to see the exact number. But because of this high, I know that if I played this, that I would have had a sell target roughly at around here, just below previous high. So then as a trader, again, you have those two sell orders hit. You would then place a buy order. I like to buy back here, if I can, a little lower than my last sell order before. So if I sold here, I'd want to maybe buy around here, which would have happened. And then when the buy order comes in, I probably would have replaced, oh, this would have sucked. I would have replaced the buy order probably somewhere around here, and I would have missed it. And then for this, you'd have your sell order up around here. And that's what makes this so frustrating in here if you're unable to get your buy orders. But obviously in here, it worked out well. In here, it's showing the signs. After it broke down from this level, it had a significant leg lower, so it's all doing the things that I'm used to seeing it doing. And then the annoyance of it having a support level in a rally a little higher than where it should have. And when I say should have, where it's not like the markets and the has to do what it does, or the traders are like, hey, wait a second, guys, we can't rally it yet. Oh, why not? Yeah, because we're supposed to go down to 24.16 area. And then we can start doing it? I mean, obviously, no. I'm just using whatever comedy, if you think it's stupid comedy or whatever, to go through that picture. Basically, what I'm hoping is that, I mean, they're all going to move up and down together in very similar harmony. I've talked about it before on many occasions. December, it all goes up into January, all down till April 1st. April Fool's rally lasted a month. Are we going to have a new rally starting July 1st area? I'm hoping. I really do hope so. I don't care too much, and I'm ready either way if it goes down or up. And I'm going to manage the market either way, because I realize if the market goes up, I'm going to get a lot of sell order fills, which means I'm going to accumulate US dollar tether via trade. I'm going to accumulate Bitcoin via trade, and I'm going to accumulate Binance coin via the trade. If the market goes lower, and when I talk about this, all the markets, of course, the value of my cryptocurrencies are going to go down, and of course the altcoins going down against Bitcoin most likely. In such, that means the amount of Bitcoin that I have will go down in the fact I'll be buying altcoins. The amount of Binance coin that I have, and I don't have much of it, it'll go down as well, but that means whatever I have in buy orders will hit. Value of my US dollar tether will go up because what I have on the hedge. And if it just goes up and I'm like, oh my goodness, I went short on Bitcoin, or I bought it at this price, now I'm losing on it, great. I'll just add to my hedge bits and pieces as the market goes higher. After all, risk-reward management for me is always job number one. Well, Chris, I can't go any longer. I mean, I don't know what else I want to show. PivX, I haven't had anything happen in a while. I can see why now when I look at the daily time frame. It's just shopping around in here. So anyway, it's getting colder. It's getting colder, thankfully. thankfully. Although I got my air conditioning on, which I don't like doing because it's cold. Air conditioning is. And I only have it on days like today. But for me to have it on this long, I've really got no choice. It's so hot outside. But again, the temperature has gone down. -98 degrees Fahrenheit. That's like what your body temperature is. So yeah, right here. Why is our 98.6? Pretty close. I think I thought that because of the 6, I bet. I bet that's why I thought. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.